What's up, YouTube Nation? And welcome to D Holloway's Midlife Takeover, where it's never too late to pursue your freedom. If you're watching my video, I want to thank you for the investment of your time, and hopefully I give you great reason in return for future videos as I document my journey to live my life on my own terms and time, and hopefully inspire you to do the same because you absolutely deserve it. All right, so let's get into this video. I see a lot of videos about things people can do to increase their financial position. Most people have the same things on their list: save money, get a side hustle, cut out lattes, never go out to eat, don't buy an expensive car, and invest in your 401k, yada, yada, yada. I don't disagree with these things because I believe that they're actually helpful. But in my own personal experience, I have a different twist on actions and habits that I believe people should follow to help level up their personal finances. These things have contributed to me increasing my net worth, which I mentioned in a previous video was close to $2.5 million. Some people might not like some of the things that I have to say, or they might disagree. But in my personal experience, they're true, and they've helped me to level up my personal finances. But before I go too deep into this video about the 6 actions and habits to level up your personal finances, I need y'all to check out this quick public service announcement. If you've been thinking about breaking out of the matrix and pursuing life on your own terms and your own time, and you find this journey interesting, consider subscribing to my channel, where we're going to share a ton of life lessons, financial lessons, and how this all intersects with our family and our relationships and so forth. Also, if you take something valuable away from this video, please hit that like button and share this video with your friends and your family. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you know when we drop a new video. Now back to the video. So the first action or habit on my list is easy. Be better. Don't be average. I don't care if you're the forklift driver at the warehouse. Don't be the person who's reckless and having accidents. Be the person who is efficient, has 0 incidents, and 100% safety record. If you're the supply clerk, don't be the person who maintains the status quo. Be the person that reduces overpurchasing of inventory or reduces waste and lost inventory. Then leverage that on your way up to being warehouse manager. If you're the customer service rep, don't be the person that stank to other people on the phone. Be the one who's informative, pleasant, and gets all 5-star reviews on your feedback, right? Don't be the person that's most likely to get cussed out. By being better, you're able to leverage that for greater responsibilities, greater opportunities, and ultimately greater compensation. It is foolish to expect more if you're not willing to do more. You simply will get what everybody else is getting, and that's average. So go out and be better. I heard a great quote: greatness is not being content with common. All right, so the next one is pick a vice. It's story time, and y'all know I love telling stories. So there was this guy named Fleek from my neighborhood growing up. We were teenagers, and Fleek was probably in his mid to late 30s at the time, and he worked at the local corner store. So Fleek would get paid at the end of the week, and then he would just like ball out in his own way. And then one day, Fleek came up to the basketball court, and he had a 12-pack of beer, a 5th of Jack Daniels, a pack of cigarettes, and a dime bag of weed. I knew it was a dime bag of weed because I had seen them smoking before. All right. So he was sitting under the tree, and man, he was consuming all of them at the same time. He was drunk and high to the point that he was still laying under the tree when me and the neighborhood kids were headed to church the next morning. And he wasn't dead, by the way. He just had to sleep it off. Everyone has some sort of recreational vice, whether it's fast food, alcohol, cigarettes, cigars, weed, gambling, caffeine, sugar, social media. Or it could be being a hoe, and that goes for men and women. Unlike my guy Fleek, you can't have 4. I'm not asking you to be sane in a week throughout your life, but damn it, you can't have 4 vices. It's just too expensive. So pick one, and you'll save yourself a ton of money that you can invest and grow, and you just might be able to leave some organs behind that are worthy of being donated. Stop listening to broke people. Stop listening to your broke friends. If you have friends who have been broke, or maybe they make good money, but they're still broke. What in the hell can they tell you about leveling up your finances? I believe there's value in everybody, so don't get me wrong. You know what? Let me rephrase that. I believe there's value in a lot of people, but there's some people out here who are straight garbage, and they only want to bring you down, and they only want to keep you where they are. Now, unlike most preachers of financial education, I believe that you can have broke friends. Broke friends can be cool. Just don't listen to them about money. If your friend is a great follower of Christ, they're this great Christian, then go to them with your spiritual issues. If you need somebody to pray over you, let them pray over you, right? If your friend is a great parent, then go to them for parenting advice when your kid is cussing out the teacher. But if these same people are always broke, don't go ask them about money advice. Please do not do it. You need to seek out people who you aspire to be like financially. Read, listen to books, read books, listen to podcasts. Whatever it is that promotes where you're trying to go, that's what you need to be listening to, not your broke friends. Now, I know some of y'all love to pull up in the latest ride, but I'm telling you, drive your cars longer. I see a lot of videos about people buying new and expensive cars and that being a wealth killer. And I don't disagree in general, because too often people buy a car, they drive it a few years, and then they see what other people are driving, and then all of a sudden they're trading in their car for something newer and more expensive. Look, I had a Ford Ranger that I bought my senior year of college, and I drove this thing for 17 years as my commute to work vehicle. I currently drive a Volvo that's 8 years old, going on 9 years. But the beauty of these two vehicles is that they were paid off in 4 to 5 years, and the rest of that time of ownership was without a payment. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get a nice fancy car if you can afford it, but the constant upgrading is expensive and is killing a long-term wealth for the average individual. Man, you got to be content. Pay off your car. Go without a payment for as long as you're comfortable and the car is in good condition. If someone is concerned about the car you drive, there's something wrong with them, not you. I have a homeboy. He went from a $65,000 Audi all-electric SUV to a $75,000 all-electric BMW SUV in like 2 years. But you know what I do when we hang out? I ride with him, because I don't have to be the guy with the fancy ride. Now, this one right here might be controversial to some, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's my video. Stop having multiple unplanned kids with different baby daddies and different baby mamas. Kids are super expensive. I was looking at some data from the Department of Agriculture, and it said that for the average middle income family, it costs approximately $13,000 to $14,000 annually to raise a child. That's over $250,000 over an 18-year period of raising that kid. Now, if you're not planning for a $14,000 a year expense as a middle income or lower income family, how in the hell are you going to cover that when a kid pops up? Now, this is my logic. Again, controversial and partially, tongue in cheek. But for the average middle income, lower income person, you get one unplanned kid, one baby daddy, one baby mama in your lifetime. No questions asked, no judgment. All right? Now, two unplanned kids with two baby daddies and two baby mamas for that matter, we looking at you funny, like you might not be super responsible out here in these streets. 3 unplanned kids and 3 baby daddies or 3 different baby mamas, we know you ain't responsible out in these streets, and we starting to look at you like you might have some in you, or you just might be a sucker for love and just can't help yourself. But regardless, at $14,000 annually per kid, you are setting yourself up for a financial struggle. Unless you're rich and you're going to continue to be rich, Or you hit the jackpot with 3 rich baby daddies or 3 rich baby mamas. But what are the odds of that? So stop it. Kids are cute, they're adorable, but that new baby smell usually wears off right around the time that first daycare payment kicks in. So this next one here is for my guys. And of course, I just might offend some people with this one as well, but I'm a guy, it's my video, so deal with it. Have one woman. Unless you're looking for your future wife on golddigger.com or something like that, you're going to spend so much less money with just one woman as opposed to trying to date and entertain multiple people. I'm telling you, those $15 apple martinis and chocolate martinis, they're going to add up. And those expensive dinners are going to add up. And those trips to Vegas and New Orleans and Miami, they're going to add up. And don't become a baby daddy in multiple stops, because you're headed to living with your mama in that same room that you grew up in. And you know that room is always smaller when you go back to it. Did you know that 85% of the time, child support is awarded to the woman? Rarely is the woman ordered to pay child support to a man. So my advice is get you one great woman who aligns with your goals, meets your attractiveness criteria, meets your social and spiritual criteria, or whatever it is that you need. And sit your ass down somewhere and be a good dude to that woman for the long haul. Because you're going to get on each other's nerves regardless. So stop worrying about that. A recent census report on household wealth says that the median net worth of married couples in the U.S. is greater than the net worth of unmarried couples at all age levels. So I told my wife that if we break up, I ain't getting a divorce. I'm taking it upstairs. You can have the downstairs. And your new man and my new woman just gonna have to be uncomfortable. So there you have it. My 6 simple actions and habits that you can implement in your life today to help level up your finances. Obviously, I have a little bit of fun with my thoughts that I share in these videos, but hopefully you get the positive message that I'm trying to convey. If you have some other simple habits that people can implement to help level up their personal finances, drop a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, take care. But most importantly, be safe out there.